And I really love how they stopped everything, killed the music, and his falsetto coming down. Incredible. You have to have on-point vocals when you're doing that, because your vocal is the only thing everybody's going to be hearing, and it makes any mistake stand out that much more. But he was amazing.
Run, run, lost boy, they say to me. You were my sun, you were my earth. You didn't know all the ways I loved you, no.
Awesome. So he's staying very much in pitch without a lot of musical accompaniment behind it. It seems much more sparse than the original, where it kind of has a synth to kind of give him more of the melody that he's singing, whereas here he's kind of doing it with just the beat behind him, but he's doing a great job. If you want to see an uncut version of this video, check out the link in the description.
Bet you didn't think they would come crashing down. No, you don't have to say what you did. I already know.
Kind of makes it, the synth underneath it is playing very dissonant notes and chords to his vocal. It kind of gives it this kind of uncomfortable feel because of that dissonance that's built up from those chords and his vocal on top of it, which is cool. It gives it a very different vibe than the original.
There's just no chance, you and me, there'll never be. Don't it make you sad about it? Told me you love me, why did you leave me all alone? Yeah.
The background music doesn't even feel like it's really playing with them. It kind of has a very, very dissonant, almost like staticky type of sound. But at the same time, that music is kind of creating a build-up. And I'm hoping at a certain point it's going to be less dissonant and it's going to kind of harmonize much more with his vocal. And then it's just going to be that relief that we're all looking for. And music is all about that, right? Building that dissonance in certain aspects of the music, but then creating more harmony in other aspects to create relief and a little bit more of a relaxed feel to that part of the music. And obviously that static noise is a little bit of the fake rain, pre-recorded rainfall. I love his falsetto up there. It's sounding so good. If you're new to singing and would really like to learn more about the voice and how to use your voice properly, please check out the link down below. I've got a course called Transform Your Voice that is the beginner's guide to learning how to sing. Awesome. Now you've got the regular chords coming in behind it to fill it in. So I don't know if you guys are feeling this along with me, but that first part felt kind of like dissonant. It felt very uncomfortable to a certain degree. And now it's starting to feel so much more comfortable, like he fell into a groove. And I think that's what they were building up. He was up on top of that like tower type structure, and that's where they were building up that tension, and then it was all released as soon as he came down, and now he's singing into that groove. And I love how in his voice he uses a lot of cry to the point of a stylistic aspect. So it's not just to keep his vocal cords together and keep good chord closure. He uses it as kind of like a style tool to almost feel that cry behind the sound.
All of these things people told me, keep messing with my head, yeah.
And his runs are very, very clean, very tight.
Should've picked honesty, then you may not have flown.
And the choreography is awesome.
Go on and just go on and just baby, go on and
And it definitely makes it much easier for him to be singing those kind of like ad-lib aspects that he did during the recording. Not doing the whole kind of, I'm sure it's tons and tons of doubles to do the Crimea River part. And he's just kind of doing the fill-in ad-lib part, which totally cool. But it makes it much easier for him to be able to do and not have to every single time singing up high in his range, Crimea River on each one. Wow, that was an awesome trick right there. I love how they pop the microphone up into his hand and starts beatboxing. That's incredible beatboxing. That's amazing.
Don't have to say what you did. I already know.
Now I wonder why they had to switch mics. Why couldn't he have done that through his headset mic? I think it might have just been for the effect of popping up that mic and doing it into, you know, it just draws so much more attention to that part of the song. But that was amazing. Really well done.
No chance, you and me. Don't it make you sad about it? Go on and just...
I really love how they stopped everything, killed the music, and his falsetto coming down. Incredible. You have to have on-point vocals when you're doing that because your vocal is the only thing everybody's going to be hearing. And it makes any mistake stand out that much more, but he was amazing. Okay, some of those falsetto notes are coming up a little bit flat, but by and large, he's doing a great job there. I would say just kind of releasing that with a little bit more air, if I was kind of coaching him through that. Just get a little more airflow coming through there. That would help him find more consistency on those notes, specifically when you're in falsetto. That was awesome. That was really good. What a performer. What a performer. Incredible performance. So much swagger. So unfortunately my camera died before, and that's why now you're seeing me in new clothes. But now let's take a listen to 2019, 10 years later, this performance of Cry Me a River. It's awesome. So it definitely seems like he's much more involved in the production aspect of the performance right now. Whereas before he was just the performer. Here he's really doing kind of a little bit of DJ work up front right at the intro. Alright, so from what I can hear, it's not the best recording, definitely not as good as the last one. It's sounding really good. His vocals seem really released, relaxed. It doesn't seem like he's straining much on this part. It seems like his voice overall is still in really peak shape. Alright, so when he's singing that part, he sings it an octave below where he was singing it before. And most likely that's a style choice that he's taking here to not go to that super high range, but rather drop it down and sing in his lower range here. And this one, the audience is so loud you can hardly hear him. With this one also, he is taking much more of a traditional approach to the song. So the first one took a very brand new way of singing the song. Like the instrumental was totally not the original recorded version. This one, except for the little bit of production that he did in the intro where he mixed up the vocals of the song, it's pretty much right in the same instrumental pocket as the original. I love how strong his voice is. Like, you can definitely hear that he has a very strong mix. It seems like he's doing a little less of the singing in this performance than he did in the first performance. The first performance, he was much more involved in singing, even just like the ad-lib parts in between. I like how he's turned this oh part into a call and response with the audience. That's really cool. And it definitely requires a strong mix to be able to hit that in a full voice tone. Nice. All right, so I love how he's thrown in a little bit of his falsetto here, because that's really what shines in this song is his really, really easy, very buttery smooth falsetto. It's awesome. Getting everybody, sure the entire audience is in it with them. It's awesome. That was awesome. If you guys like this video, please check out this one. You're gonna like it too.